has a little more dimensions for each one. So now we're going on to the fourth one, the heart cam. Each one gets a little bit more difficult as we go along. So again, starting on our front plane, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a couple of circles for the top lobes of the heart. They are 1 inch. Both of them are 1 inch. I need to have them lined up horizontally, and the distance between them is going to be 1 inch. 0.5 on both sides, so that means that the distance between this point and this point is going to be 0.5. There we go, that's looking pretty good. And the distance from this point going height is going to be 0.375. There we go. All right, so now pull some of these dimensions down a little bit, because I know I'm going to have to make a copy of my dimensions later. So let me pull them down, get a little bit of management of my dimensions here. Okay, I need another little circle. I want to line them up right in the center here, and this circle is going to be 0.5. I know that the distance from here to here is going to be 0.625. And now I need to do my tangent lines, but I'm not going to try to make them tangent. I'm going to just set them in here. Remember, click, second click turns off the tool. So, okay, so now I'm going to use my tangent tool, and I want this line to be tangent to this circle, and I want this line to be tangent to this circle. Oh, that didn't work right. Control Z. Let's pull this guy down over here. Now let's do it. Tangent to this circle. There we go. I might want to see what happens. I might have to do the same thing. Tangent to this circle. Yep. Control Z. I'm going to have to grab this point and pull him down. Make it tangent to this circle. There we go. The last piece I need is a little arc, and I'm going to do an arc from here to here, pull it down so that it makes the curve coming down. I want that to be 0.5, and again I need it to be tangent and even, so let's just do the tangent to this circle and tangent to this circle, and it automatically forces these to line up level with each other. Okay, last thing I need to do is put my little center point rectangle in the center here. Center point rectangle, click, 0.25, enter, 0.25, enter, and there's my center point rectangle. I'm going to need to come back in and trim some things, because I want to make sure that this rectangle is unobstructed. So I'm going to trim right there and trim right there. The rest of it I don't care about. I'm going to let it go. Green check mark. I'm going to extrude. I'm not going to try to click on each one of these little things. I'm going to come over here and click sketch. And then I need to add this one piece. So I didn't have to click on all of them. I let it make some decisions and just went through and corrected him, the computer. Change it to isometric. Ha ha ha. Do that to make sure I've got my depth correct. Green check mark. And there you are, the heart cam. So 2 pieces that you're going to turn in. Change it back to front view, zoom in, double tap on sketch 1, take a picture of all those dimensions so that I can see them. Make sure they're all on the screen. If I can't see them, you might want to move them so that I can see them, so they're not all covering other things up. Take that screenshot, green check mark, turn it back isometric, zoom in on it, second screenshot. Turn those in, that's worth a C. Oops, don't forget to change the color. This is the heart. I think it should be red. Red is a good color for a heart. Green check mark. But again, the color is totally up to you. Okay, I'm getting ready to put a design inside this face for my heart. I'm going to start a new sketch on this front face, turn it to the front so I can see what I'm doing and zoom in. Again, I'm going to use this offset. If I just click the middle of it, it goes outside. I'm going to zoom out, click on the arrow so it goes inside. It did not like that. Can't do that. Let's see what we get. Can I do it like this? Can only, well, turn the tool off, turn the tool back on. Let's try it. Change the direction. There we go. Let's see what we get here. That's not too bad. The only thing I don't have good is at the bottom here. Turn the tool off. Change this to 1/8. 1 divided by 8, which again is 0.125. The circle down here at the bottom, I believe I'm going to make it 0.25. Let's line it up. And 0.25. And use the tangent tool there and there, and trim off this bottom piece. Escape. There's my dimensions so that I'll be able to see them when I print it out. Now, I really only care about the curve at the bottom here. I think I'm going to trim the top part of that curve. I like that. Okay. So now we're going to use, I think I'm going to try something a little more complicated. Oh, let's put a circle in the center here so I can protect my axle hole, that square. And I'm going to do something a little more complicated. I'm going to draw some lines coming down. Oops, turn that off. Do another one. Click. Oh, I'm just going to turn it off over here. Let's do some dimensioning. Distance between here and here, we're going to say it's 0.2. I like that. That's doing pretty good. The distance between here and here, we're going to say 0.1. I like that a lot. I think that's doing pretty good. Let's do that circular pattern and see what we come up with. And I believe I'm going to use, I think I'm going to do 5. Yeah, I like that. You know, it's coming up past the outside over here. I don't like that. But I think overall, I like the way that's looking. So I'm going to come out here, green check mark. Again, I'm going to grab this little blue line, pull it a little bit so that I can get my coincidence tool and lock these guys down. Okay, I need to put some extended lines over here. We did this once before. So I'm going to take some random lines that I don't lock in anywhere. Make sure I choose places that are not on somebody else's connection. And it takes a little bit. Sometimes you got to zoom in to see what you're doing. You want to make sure that it's not locking in. If you do, then it will get all out of whack when we do this. So now I'm using the parallel tool. Click, click, make them parallel. Click, and the opposite, make them parallel. Same thing over here. Same thing over here. Locking them in, not parallel. I'm going to come back through and I'm going to trim this guy, this guy, this one, and this one. That's still pretty basic. I think what I might do is I'm going to use the fillet tool this time. And I'm probably going to do the fillet all the way around. So from here to here. Oh, I didn't like that because it's the curve. So I might not be able to put the fillet at the bottom down here. All right, let's turn it off. Let's see, can I do it up here? No, it's not doing it up there. I wonder. Ooh, I wonder if I could do some arcs. Hey, and again, this is that showing me that you can come up with some crazy stuff. The more creative it is, the more points you're going to get. Turn that arc off. I'm trying to see if I can make it a heart inside of a heart. Oh, let's see. Pull you down a little bit. Can I do a heart inside of a heart? Let's see. Pull this one up. And again, it's just trying to be creative. You know what? Hey, let's take the equals tool. Equal this one and equal that one. That way they're both the same. Let's see if I pull this one down. Oh, it's getting pretty close. Pull this one. Pull this. Ah, now we're starting to cook with some gas. It's starting to look like a heart. That might not end up being perfect, but you know what? It's just the being creative part. That's more important than being perfect. That's pretty good. I feel that's kind of heart-shaped. I'm going to mirror that over here. So again, like I said, the more complicated you get, the better your grade is going to be. What happens if I do that? Turn that tool off. Change this to, oh, let's say 0.1, just for grins. No, you know what? 0.05. There we go. And I'm going to coincidence this guy and that one. And coincidence this guy and that one. Oh, I didn't like that. Nope. Control Z on that. Let's grab him and pull him back over here. Now let's coincidence him. Maybe he won't jump away this time. There we go. And my guy's moved around. So let's see if I can move. But you'll notice that they're being the same on both sides. All right, let's see. I'm going to mirror again. I'm going to mirror on this point, this one, and this one. And turn the mirror tool off. And I'm actually kind of pleased with that. I didn't dimension these guys. I could go in and dimension them to make sure that they're all lined up, but you know what? I'm going to let that go and let's see how that looks with our extrusion. We know 1, 2, those two are, oops. Ooh, why? Okay, something's wrong there. Something's wrong. Let's go into our sketch, take a look down here. I bet you that those guys are not touching, and that's what happens. So, coincidence, this one touches there, and everything turned red. Why did everything turn red? So, you get to see me see if I can't solve this problem. Alright, I don't like this one, so I'm going to delete it. Come over here, see if this one is touching. It is not. Oops, turn on the coincidence tool. Touching there. Again, everything's red. We need to figure out why. So that one is the one I want. This one is the one I don't. Backspace. There we go. Front face. Turn off all my constraints. Zoom in again. Let's see if this works. So you're seeing that it doesn't always work on the first try. And now, boop, boop, boop. I want it to be removed. Let's change it to isometric so I can kind of see what I'm doing. Green check mark. Yeah, pretty pleased with that one. Pretty pleased. Very heart-like. So again, what do you need to turn in? You need to turn in a zoomed in view of your sketch so that I can see all the dimensions that are going on in your sketch there. That would be one screenshot. Check mark, turn it isometric, zoom in on it. That would be your second screenshot, or your third and your fourth screenshot. If you're wanting to get those extra points, this is what you're going to have to do. The more creative it is, the better your grade's going to be. Good luck!